guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, if you watched my June vlog, you'll know my sister very kindly got me a voucher to Oh My Cream, and I picked up a couple of products that I thought I'd test in today's video, and there were two that were actually off the wish list video that I filmed end of June. So they're both from Ilia, and I got one of their eye stylist shadow sticks, and I got mine in the shade Noble. It's a matte one. I went for kind of a neutral tone just to test it out, and then if I really like it, then potentially I can see if I get other shades. I want something that's very everyday appropriate. And then I also picked up the Limitless Lash Mascara, which I've tried before, so I know what the formula is like, but this is the brown shades. This is Before Dawn, so again I'm very excited to try this. So it's going to be like a mini first impressions and a bit of a wear test in today's video. So that sounds like something you're interested in, then please keep on watching. Okay, so we can see the colour of both of these. I'm actually going to do this on one eye and just show off, and then this on the other eye to show off. Then obviously I'll complete the two looks and wear them both, but just so we can see the colours. I'll start off with the eyeshadow stick. So yeah, this is one of the eye styluses. So it's a silky shadow stick that glides on seamlessly, delivering rich dimensional pigment that blends with ease. The angled tip fits effortlessly into the curve of eyes. Use the edge as a liner or switch the flat side to deposit colour all over the lid. So I think I'm just going to do like an all over the lid shade just to see how it wears throughout the day. And what I'm going to do is, one eye I'm going to put eye primer, one not. I don't know if it says on here whether to put eye primer or not on here. But I just thought I'd test it out to see which one works better. So yeah, I got the shade Noble for this one, so just a nice matte brown. I want something for everyday purposes. So this is what the tip looks like. So I think you can use kind of this side to do a liner, and then the flat side, like it says, all over the lid. So I'm going to do it all over the lid at this jump. So I'm not going to, this side I won't put any eye primer on, so we'll just see, oh, I need a mirror. We'll see what it looks like just applied straight to the lid. Ooh. I'd say it definitely has a good colour payoff there. So yeah, nice matte, neutral brown, a little bit more warm tone, but obviously I've got blue eyes, so I feel like warm tones do suit me just that much better. So I've applied some, and then I'm going to get a brush to blend it out. So just a fluffy brush. Sorry, let me just actually zoom you in a bit more, that might be helpful. So you can see what it looks like a bit better. The sun's doing weird things, but we'll go with it. And I'm just going to take this brush and just blend. Blend over the lid and then through the crease as well. Well, it definitely blends nicely, so you can blend it up into the crease without it losing the actual pigmentation on the lid. Good. So yeah, I'm just intrigued so it's like with primer, because it depends what kind of eyelids you have, whether you have really oily eyelids, so you need the primer to help things last longer. For me, I've got quite a bit of freckling, which isn't a bad thing, but sometimes I do want a bit more of a blank canvas. So we'll just see which one works better, really. But that is what the colour looks like. Okay, I just want to show off the colour quickly. It's a nice colour, very much for an everyday use. I definitely could have gone in with a bit less to make it a bit lighter, I reckon. Like, let me just do a light. Yeah, so you could definitely go in, I guess you could go in your finger as well and smudge it out. But you can definitely go in with like a lighter layer if you want a lighter colour. But honestly, I'm going to feel the texture quickly. Oh, to be fair, it doesn't feel super creamy. I mean, it blends nicely, so it's creamy enough to blend, but like, it's not feeling super creamy. Not really getting any transfer there. It's not feeling like slippery, it's not feeling tacky. Like, you can't feel on your eyelid that you've got something a bit more cream based on there. You know, sometimes like if it's really creamy, you can feel like your lid sticking when you kind of blink to your upper portion. I'm not feeling that at all. It feels really comfortable on the eyes. And the great thing about eyeshadow sticks, if they work well, is it's just a great easy one and done look. So if you're in a rush, you can add something without it taking too long. So that is what the eyeshadow stick looks like in the shade Noble. I'm glad I picked up that shade. I think I can really kind of do a nice light there for a bit more of a natural look. I can build up to a bit more pigmentation if I want a bit of a bold look. If I put it under the eyes as well. Actually, should we do that? Let's put it under the eyes as well. It's a bit of a smoky look. Like that. I mean, I probably don't even need to blend that up really. What's this? Oh no, I think we're good. So yeah, that is definitely going to be, if these last well, great for a really quick look if you're in a rush. So I really like the colour of that. So that's the colour. I'm now going to apply the mascara to the other eye. So the formula wise, it's not my first impressions of this because I've tried the black version, I really liked it, it's a really good mascara. So this is more just to see the colour on my lashes. So you can see it's a brown, it's quite a dark brown actually. If I compare it to my Kiko, is it the camera going to pick it up? That's the question. So I can feel like this is a bit of a lighter brown, only to a degree. If I put it against my skin it might be easier. A lighter brown to a degree. Well, I feel like this has got a bit more warmth in it, the Ilia one. So we'll see, we'll see. I like the applicator on this one, and what I like is it doesn't pick up too much product on the brush. Because especially when you first get a brand new mascara, even if it's one that you like, the first few goes don't tend to be as good as like the rest of them, just because it's still a bit new and wet formula. But this actually doesn't pick up too much. The stopper kind of definitely takes enough of the mascara off. So I'll zoom you in a bit more and we'll see what it looks like. So this one is a bit more, so I've tried obviously this Limitless mascara before, and I've tried Ilia's Fullest Voluminizing Mascara. So this one is more for lengthening and separating. You can build up a bit of volume with it, but I really like how it made my lashes look. And actually when I want a brown mascara, I want it to look slightly lighter anyway, because I want it a bit more of a lighter natural finish. I just have to shut my window then because the little one's outside with Jamie. I think she's crying, so apologies if you heard that, but don't panic, she's not by herself. Okay, so that's like one layer of the mascara. I think, like I said, it gives nice length, it gives good separation, it doesn't look clumpy. I'd say it definitely looks lighter than a black mascara, but I actually think my Kiko one shows up a bit more brown on my lashes. But then, like my sister pointed out, I do have dark lashes anyway, so it's not going to show up like super brown. If you're like, oh, my sister's strawberry blonde, so for her this will really show up as a brown on her eyelashes, because she has naturally light eyelashes. But it definitely gives a lighter finish. Like I said, I really like the formula of this mascara as well. So yeah, I won't do the lower lash line just yet because I need to obviously apply this to here. What I'm going to do is apply mascara to this eye, just let the mascara set a little bit on the upper lashes before I go in with like primer and the eyeshadow stick on this eye. So let's now layer up this side. Now we've got everything on. Okay, so that's that eye with mascara and the eyeshadow stick. I really like how, like I said, the eyeshadow looks and it's currently sitting. I think it's a nice shade. This eyeshadow colour, you can see a bit more brown. Again, I don't know how much it's going to pick up on camera, but for me I can see a bit more of the brown. But yeah, like I said, the formula of the mascara I really like anyway, so yeah, so that's one eye done. So like I said, for this one I'm just curious to see if you can add an eye primer underneath and what the kind of difference in wear is. So for me, I do like to wear a bit of eye primer just to kind of cover up just some of the kind of discoloration and freckles under there, just to give me a bit more blank canvas. Okay, let's go. And now, so the other thing is to see whether it has the same kind of pigmentation and whether the eye primer affects the colour at all. So I'm going to go in with the same amount of product. Just go across the lid, like that. Now, if I find with my Kiko eyeshadow stick, going on top of a primer, it kind of like takes the eye primer off, and then it comes like a slightly diluted version of the colour. That has not done it on with this stick, which is good. Let's just take the brush again, and we're going to blend out. Let's just... Again, it feels good on the eye. It's probably a little bit more tackier with the primer underneath, but not by much, and not that I can feel it with it just on my eyes. It's only when I touch it, it feels a little bit tacky. I say blendability wise, it's exactly the same really. Let's put underneath as well. Just a little bit of a blend. And then let's go and mascara on the lower lash line. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add a second coat of mascara to the upper lashes, just to add a bit more definition. So that might be better now. I've closed a bit of the curtain, so hopefully you can see the colour a bit better of the eyeshadow stick. Yeah, gorgeous brown. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do a bit of a wear test. I was going to say, actually, like I said before, the mascara I know how it wears, but actually we'll see how it wears with the eyeshadow stick and whether there's any transfer down to the eyeshadow stick. So we'll have a test with that. So we'll test the longevity of the eyeshadow stick itself, whether it breaks up, whether it works better without primer, with primer, and then we'll see how the mascara reacts with the eyeshadow stick. You'd hope it worked together because it's the same brand, but you never know. So the time is currently 9:10 in the morning. So I'll come back and do check-ins and we'll see how this wears. First impressions wise, I like the shade of the eyeshadow stick a lot. I think it applies to the eyes really easily, blends really easily, both on the non-primer and primer side. Easy to put under the eyes, so like I said, if it wears well, if you need a really quick look, this would be perfect. It doesn't feel sticky or tacky in the eyes when to touch. This side did feel a little bit tacky with the primer underneath, but like actually on my eyes blinking I can't feel it, so that is good. So I'm hoping it lasts well, but we'll see. And then yeah, the mascara shade, I feel like it's a bit of a darker brown in comparison to the Kiko one I've got, but it definitely gives a slightly lighter appearance to the lashes. And the mascara itself for my eyes I really like, so we'll just see how it wears with the eyeshadow stick. So I'll be back later to do a few check-ins. So here's another clip of the eyes just with the bit better lighting, so you can see kind of the colour a bit better. Okay, I'm back. It is now almost 4:10. So it's been on my eyes for a good chunk of the day. It's been quite a nice warm day. Actually, I say warm, it's quite hot. It was 29 degrees today. Doing a lot of stuff in the garden, been painting. I've got paint all over my hands. But let's have a look at these eyes. So this is how we're both looking. If I keep my eyes like this, both look pretty much exactly the same. I think when I close my eyes, there is some breaking up of the eyeshadow stick. I think actually the primer has made the eyeshadow like break up a little bit worse. It's not bad, it's just kind of in the creases it's settling into now. This side I don't think as bad. Like I said, it's quite a hot day today, so everything's just a bit oilier than usual anyway. But I think it's lasted really well. I think I would go with no primer, definitely. And I guess if you've got super oily eyelids, you maybe want to go with a little bit of eyeshadow on top, but otherwise, I say it lasts pretty well. I mean, the colour, I'd say the colour almost hasn't changed. I don't think it's faded at all, it's just where it's settling in some of the lines. Because like this, yeah, I feel like you wouldn't even know a difference. And the mascara hasn't transferred at all, so it doesn't react with the eyeshadow stick, which is a good sign. So quite a quick video. I really enjoy both these products. Like I said, this mascara I've tried before, I just wanted to try the brown. I think it's quite a dark-ish brown. It's definitely giving a slightly softer appearance than black, but it's definitely a dark-ish brown. But still really enjoy it, and I really like this eyeshadow stick. I think, like I said, no primer is probably best. And like I said, the pigmentation has really lasted. I think actually almost the pigmentation has lasted better as well on the non-prime side. Let me know what you think. But I'm really happy with how this has lasted and how it looks. So yeah, I'm very happy I picked this up. I would love to try some more shades, although I'm on a kind of spending ban, as you may have known. So this was part of my wish list and I got a voucher, hence why I bought it. But otherwise I'm supposed to be doing a one in, one out sort of situation, or using up certain products in a category for me to be able to purchase a new one. But I really like this. I think this is really nice. I'm happy with the shade. It's kind of a nice neutral warmish brown, so perfect for an everyday look or build up into a bit of a bolder look. And yeah, it's lasted really well on the lower lash line as well. Yeah, I really like how it's looked. This is going to make for a great easy eye look for sure. So yeah, a real quick video. I wanted to play with them. I'll definitely be getting a lot of use out of both these products, I think. So let me know your thoughts, whether you've tried them, how it's worked for you. But yeah, I really enjoyed these, and thank you to my sister for giving me the voucher for Oh My Cream, for me to be able to purchase a few things off my wish list. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Any future videos that you'd like to see from me, again, let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.